Hi, Tina Desiree Berg here, reporting for Status Coup News. We are Swartz Creek, which is just outside of Flint, or part of Flint, I guess. At the GM facility here, that is one of the new locations that went on strike as of noon on Friday. I'm speaking with Tina, also Tina. And what is your name?
Charlotte.
And Charlotte, so tell us a little bit about what you think are the important gains that need to be made in this contract, like your top 2 or 3 of them, and then also a little bit about who you are, how long you've worked at this facility, etc.
Well, my name's Tina. I worked at Lansing for about 11 months, was laid off, came out here when I seen an opening. I've been out here a little over 2 years. I was hired in May. My main things, COLA, retirement, pension. I mean, honestly, all of it's definitely something that we need. I mean, we work really hard. We lift fenders, hoods, gates, arms, converters, mufflers. I mean, anything, and we do it manually. We don't have anything to help us, unless I ask her, hey, can you help me pick up this part? That's how it is.
Wow.
I mean,
you're Charlotte?
I'm Charlotte, yes.
How long have you been here?
I've been here almost 2 years, and I'm still a temp. I'm due to be hired in after contract number 2.
We're breaking our bodies down. We get hurt at work. We don't even have health care, nurses inside there. We have to go to Davison Road for anything. Yeah.
We have to go to different locations on certain days to be seen. We don't have medical on staffing for second shift. Mm-hmm. Only for first shift.
Yep.
Why would they have it for first shift but not for second shift? It's not as if the job becomes less dangerous or there's less workplace injury. How does this make sense?
It doesn't make sense, but I don't think that they can get people in here. I'm not sure why. I mean, you'd have to ask the managers or whoever, maybe the plant manager.
Believe me, I would love to. They won't talk to me.
Oh. I couldn't tell you, but we don't have it on second. We haven't had it for a while, so if anybody gets hurt,
you have to go out. Either you're going out on an ambulance or you're going to another facility to receive medical treatment.
We do have people that know CPR that they do training for, so if things happen, first responders, they can run to the people and figure out what we have to do. And then either you get an ambulance or someone takes you to the Davison Road or you drive to Davison Road.
Each new day I hear something that is more hair-raising than the previous day, to be frank. That seems crazy to me. So we're also hearing about folks that are taking second jobs to make ends meet. One of your co-workers here was saying that Subway is paying $18 an hour and the starting here is what, $16.50?
$16.67. Yep.
And
when you're hired at
tiers, we need to end the tiers.
Yes.
We work just as hard as people that's been here 25 years, so we need to end that. Everybody should be making the same thing. Yes.
So, I mean, a lot of people think we're the subsystems. We're not the subsystems. We are.
Hang on, what's a subsystem for folks that have never heard that term?
Assembly workers have the subsystem people come in, they basically supply their parts, I guess. I can't really say for sure because I don't work in assembly. It's just from what I've heard from the people that work in assembly. But a lot of them think that we are sub-assemblies, but we are actually the CCA distribution for parts. We send parts out to dealers. We send parts out to the other CC plants to send to dealers. We make a lot of money here. We work really hard. I mean, the bosses are on us, making sure we're getting what we need to get. We need our numbers. Quality, numbers. But we work hard. We deserve this. And the retirees deserve this. We deserve this for when we retire. We need something. We need stability for when we retire. We need health care and pension and,
I totally agree with Tina.
For our future.
You endorse that?
I do. I do.
Would you add anything to that?
No, we just want to get what we deserve. That's basically what it is. We need what we deserve. We work really, really hard. We drive forklifts in here. Everybody in here drive forklifts, basically, and it wears and tears on our body.
We need the temps to be hired in quicker than 2 years because I waited 2 years and 11 months to be hired in. Because I lost my time after my 11 months and I was laid off from Lansing. So I had to they told me I was hired in, then 2 days later told me I was not. And told me I had to restart my time over again. So I feel like that was very unfair too. Yeah. So I lost all my seniority.
That's really frustrating. So 2 years here at GM, some of Stellantis I talked to people that are temps for 7 years, which is just absolutely madness. And so many, hi there. Hi, little one, which is absolute madness. I want to bring up the healthcare. You had sort of touched upon this. Healthcare is a big deal, especially if you have like a lot of work injuries. Obviously, there's workers' comp as well, but where do you see that going?
I really hope that they continue with the healthcare, and I hope they get the retirees the healthcare, so when we get older and we retire, we have it too.
I agree with Tina as far as the healthcare goes, because there are a lot of things that we cannot do, like the temps. They don't have dental. We don't have vision.
Good point,
you know,
good point.
so they need to bring that in with it as far as the temps go as well.
So if you're a temp, you have a tiered back health insurance or something that's not as robust.
Yes. Like I have now dental vision and health care, and she only has just health care, and it's not as good as our health care. It's good though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciated it when I had it. It was better than nothing.
I was just going to say it's better than nothing. It's all relative, isn't it?
Yes.
What about folks that are talking about, bringing back, saying we're not going to get pension back? It's probably that ship sailed. We have mixed feelings on that.
You never know.
You never know unless you ask for it. I agree with you there. Some other people are bringing up the idea of having a more robust profit sharing. But of course, the problem there is if they have a period of time where there's no profits, or they Mickey Mouse the numbers, so it looks like there's no profits, then you don't get money that way. Whereas a pension's a guaranteed payment. What are your thoughts on all that?
I just feel like we should have it all. To be honest with you, we deserve it. I mean, if I had $1 million a day, do I need $1 million a day, or am I going to help my people that are working for me to get that $1 million a day? We're working for them to have the $1 million a day. I don't really want to say names, but I mean, $1 million a day, I would be happy with probably $600 a day. I mean, something better than what we're getting now.
How do you feel about the way Sean is going about like rolling the locations out? He started with a handful of locations, expanded to the 38, and he's sort of using that as leverage. Like each step of the way, it's like, you better come back with something more substantial than in the case of Stellantis and GM, nothing at all. But Ford actually did come forward with some concessions, bringing back COLA, getting rid of the tiers, having a 90-day temp, those are good wins. I think the other big win they got with the Ford contract is being able to strike at plants that they're threatening to close. And I think the issue there is really important, because what happens if you get a really solid contract with better pay, et cetera, but then the company just turns around and says, no, we're going to close that one down. We're going to outsource your jobs to, South Africa is one of the locations now, which is crazy. So, there needs to be something in place to stop the bleeding of the job losses.
Yes, keep the jobs here. I think he's doing a fabulous job. I feel like he's doing what's right for us. He's strategically figuring this out, what to do to make us stand out here longer to get what we want. I feel we need this. We need what we want. They should appreciate that we work as hard as we do, and we try to do our best. We try to put out the best quality. We try to put out good numbers. We do what we have to do for you, for the company. We do this for us, but for you. So I just feel like we deserve what we're asking for. It's not much, $1 million a day. We're not asking for $1 million a day. It's the little people that count. That's why you get $1 million a day.
That's exactly right. It's not, nobody here is saying I need to be paid the same thing as a CEO. Right. The question isn't that, but the question is how much inequality are we willing to tolerate as a society? Has it gone too far if a CEO has seen a 1,300% increase in pay over the last, decade, whereas the auto workers, if you look at the Bureau of Labor Statistics data, auto workers, if you adjust the salaries for inflation, you're negative 20% right now. So obviously there's a real disconnect here that needs to be addressed, and in my opinion, that is what the untenable aspect is, right? You can't keep doing this. Although the CEO is saying what you're asking for is untenable, what I'm saying is no. What's untenable is continuing down the road that we are currently on.
It makes us feel like she don't care, like they don't care about us. You don't care about anything that we do for the company? You don't care that we care for the company? We want to do good. We want to keep our jobs. We want other people to have jobs. We want our jobs here.
We also want our families to be able to have medical insurance as well. So with that being said, I think what he's doing is great. I really think what he's doing is great. His strategy is excellent. He's stopping a lot of things. Yeah. So,
We love that.
so yeah.
So yeah, no, that's great. Thank you so much for talking with us. Let me ask you one last question. Is there anything that you're currently seeing being portrayed in the media as inaccurate or just makes you angry, like because people aren't talking to you? If so, what are those things? This is your opportunity to like let it all out.
I haven't seen anything on
I
that.
haven't seen anything.
You haven't seen anything?
But we do see people going by here flipping us off, and I think that's kind of rude. Nope. And I don't say anything to them. I just look at them and wave. But I feel like that's very immature and rude. I mean, if you don't agree with us that we're out here, that's fine, but just keep your peace and keep going. We don't want trouble. We're just out here for our families, for our future, for our kids, for your kids, like whoever. We don't want trouble. So please just don't be rude and don't flip us off.
Yeah, you know, that always slays me because all of the working class in America benefits by unions, whether you're part of a union or not. That is just a fact of the matter. We would not even have a 40-hour work week if it wasn't for unions. So anyway, thank you guys for talking to me. Appreciate that.